chat group, it seems to be a common theme of people to laugh at me for how long my videos are. It's not cool. They're not like meanly laughing, but they're just like, dude, how do you make an hour-long video? My question is, how do you not make an hour-long video? Like, what's the point? Is the point really just to get subscribers? No. The point is to entertain and educate and to vent. For me, it's venting. Like 60% is venting. I need to talk. And at this moment in time, I'm talking to myself, but I know that I'm talking to an audience. The virtual audience. My peeps, my family, my fellow Funko community members, and some comic book people. I know that there's a crossover going on, but and I do have a comic book mystery box coming up. Super, super, super pumped about that. It's shipping today. I got a lot of stuff that are shipping today and that are on their way. Sadly, that means they're going to get here on my work days, but that does mean that I have a light at the end of the tunnel on the days that I'm working. I always think, oh, you know what? I'm just going to wait. I'm going to get them. I want to save them for my days off. You know me. That ain't happening. I mean, I want to try, because, you know, it's so much more fun for me to make these videos for you guys on my days off. Especially my Friday. The videos that I make on Sundays are my favorite, because it's the beginning of my weekend. You know, I'm off work. I've been working all day long instead of drinking all day long. This is not a kids channel, by the way. This channel is for adults, because we do talk about adult things. There are swear words that sometimes get dropped, and I do drink beer. Really, really high quality beer too, as Fox can attest, because you know, he likes to support me from afar. Anyway, I'm getting hot. Time to reveal the 7-head. Yeah, I'm old. I gotta clean the glasses. Okay, so just did some stuff. The magic of editing. You'll never know what I just did. Ever. Ever. So, yeah, I have a video to edit before this one comes out. I'm being kind of lazy because I haven't had a lot of boxes come in. But like I said, we do have a bunch coming in. And I've thought of something. We're already a few minutes in, but I need to start making a little disclaimer at the beginning of my videos because I don't want to lose viewers because of my rambling. You have the option of fast forwarding up to the point where I open up the box. So I think from now on, after I go through the whole subscribe, blah, blah, blah stuff, I'm going to say, okay, guys, I'm about to talk for a while. We're going to talk about some really fun, cool, amazing, interesting, life-changing things. But if you don't care about that, if you're here only to watch somebody open up a mystery box, boom, hit that fast forward button. We average out about 22 minutes for some reason of ramble. So go ahead and just fast forward up to the 22-minute mark. And right around there is probably where we're going to actually open up the current box. So I'll see you guys. I'll see some of you in a little bit. And the rest of you, my true supporters, my family, my brothers and sisters, I love you. So yeah, informed delivery is one of the most amazing things in the world. I have a package shipped priority mail with $100 insurance coming to me from Georgia. The label was created at 1:17 in the morning a few days ago. It is currently in transit. Now there is a chance that that is coming to somebody else in my house. But for some reason I don't think so. It was shipped with pirate ship, I believe. So that's one of the more common Instagram person, I don't know. Could be a gift, or it could be for somebody at my house, because I didn't order anything from Georgia. There's two things that are in pre-shipment mode that I know exactly what they are. One of them is the $75 Papa's Pop Shop. The other is the $35 shipped Tom's Pops and Collectibles comic book mystery box that I talked about earlier. So excited about that one. Like, I'm kind of out of the comic book thing. I'm not going to be buying a bunch of comic book mystery boxes, but this one was too good to pass up. Like, I tried to get the word out there. I shared the posts. I talked to people in the community. So you guys got to get this box. Like, you're going to be jealous when I open it up because there's going to be some good stuff in there. It's not going to be Batman. This will be the first actual non-Batman comic book box. Like, all the books I've gotten so far are Batman and Batgirl. This is going to be the first true mystery box. So I can't wait for the cover art. I love them. They're pieces of art. Oh, I lied, kind of. The Papa's Pop Shop mystery boxes usually come with comics, and I did pull some really cool books out of those. A couple of X-Men's and a Spider-Man. The X-Men books, they're already gone. I still have the Spider-Man book. It's pretty sweet. Spider-Man and Venom. I thought it was something good, but then I saw that it was released earlier this year. So, I mean, the cover art's still pretty cool. I'm a fan of the MCU. Is that what you say? MCU? I don't know. I've been watching all of the Marvel movies. Like I've made it through the Iron Man, I've made it through Captain America, Captain Marvel, all the Avengers. I'm going through the Thor movies right now, and the funny thing is, I did them all in the wrong order. So I actually started with the last movie, the End Game, and I was confused. I had previously watched all those movies, but it was a few years ago, and I used to download them and watch them through Pirate Bay. So the quality was not always the best, and they're long movies, and I usually watch them at the end of the day after sipping on beverages and playing League. So the memory is kind of muddied, and it would usually take me 4, 5, 6 days to watch one movie. So anyway, so I watched the Endgame, and there was stuff going on there that I was just like, I don't know what the hell the Tesseract is. I don't know why some characters are dead, apparently. Yeah. But it's what I did. I watched the Endgame, and then I think I watched Guardians of the Galaxy, and then I watched Infinity War, and then the first Avengers, and then the one where Tony created that dude. That one was pretty cool. My favorite one so far, though, actually, my two favorite ones so far are Iron Man 3. That's my most favorite out of all of them. I thought that movie was great. Just the fact that Tony was out of suit most of the movie. It was all about the actual character and not about the suit. And then Winter Soldier was just great. I thought that was, I just finished watching that yesterday. That was an awesome movie. Those two are my favorite. Started watching Thor, The Dark World, or something like that. Seems kind of cheesy. I need to watch Black Panther because that's another one that I watched over many, many days and was not chemically balanced to take it all in. So I need to watch that again. But I'm having fun. This is all thanks to my buddy Zombie's Garage, who he's like my brother. It's a weird thing. He made a comment on one of my posts on Instagram, and I had never heard of him before. I didn't know who he was. I went and watched one of his videos. I loved it. So I did what other people have done to me. I sent some of you viewers over to him, and now he is a thriving, active member of the community. So that's what we do. This community is intended to build each other up, to share the things we love, to create brand new friendships, and just have a good time. It's all about love. That's what it should be. Love. Like last night's, train of thought just kind of went out the window. So Brandy, my fun company, let's go up with it. My fun company. I don't know why it makes me feel weird saying that. because it's Michigan, MI. But I always thought it was like my, just a alternative spelling of my, like me. My Funko, so it has Funko, but then Mpany. So I always think my Funko Mpany when I see it, but it's my Fun Company, my Fun Company. I don't know why it's a struggle for me. Anyway, um, custom collectible. Create a custom collectible. Paint it. Spray paint it. Draw on it. Cut parts of it off. Just create something unique that you made from something that already exists. Or you could like make something from scratch. Like a paper mache Funko Pop. How cool would that be? Draw a comic book. Use your artistic talents or lack thereof to make something unique and personal. And send it to Brandy. Because at the end of the month, or the beginning of the next month, I'm not sure of the date, there's going to be a live charity auction event where people's custom creations are going to be auctioned off, and all of the proceeds are going to a charity for brain tumor research support. There's people in this community that have been affected by that, and it's just, you know, that's one of the cool things about this community is we have the power. And I think because of just all the stuff that we have, that we've spent money on, as a human being, as somebody who possesses the ability to love and have empathy, we have the responsibility to do things to benefit. Not just selfish things, not just, I'm just going to keep everything, I'm not giving anything back. That's why people gift stuff all the time. That's why people make A-OK things. It's about giving. It's about using our resources to try to benefit others. Am I right? I'm right, of course. And if you don't agree with me, then you're cray. Cray. So my contribution is going to be an All Might. And I do have lots of really cool paintbrushes. Different points. I was doing a lot of painting. Paint by number. But not like blocks this big. Like paint by number with like tiny little things. So the paintbrushes that come with those things, they don't cut it. You need special paintbrushes. Which these are actually kind of getting a little frayed. So I'm worried about finishing this Funko Pop because it's got to be very detailed. I found that using my permanent marker, my fine-tipped Sharpies, works pretty good too. But I have removed the head from the body. There's not much done to this so far, except for the black. I covered up the red and white with black. I decided I'm going to keep the body blue because my theme is kind of dark blue, purple, black, red. I have not 100% decided on the color for replacing the yellow, but I think I'm going to go with one of those two colors. Kind of a plum or a maroon. I think that would be kind of cool. Yeah, that would definitely be cool. And yeah, so all the yellow is going to be that plum or maroon color. far as the buckle itself goes, I don't know. But look at that little Funko butt. Now, the head, I only did a preliminary paint. Like the little horns are black, and then you can kind of tell it looks blue right now, but it's actually a really dark purple. So I do have to finish all the little edges here. So that's going to be done here in the next day. But check out the front. Boom. I like that, how that came out. That's going to look pretty sweet. Maybe I'll do the yellow in that red color. I might kind of tie it all together. I don't know. I was afraid a little bit taking the head off, but I didn't realize that it just freaking pops off. I watched a video and somebody was like, you got to take a hair dryer, and because apparently this little disc right here on the older pops was like lightly glued into the head, and the little stem there, the post, was connected to that, and so you had to actually pop out this disc. But and maybe that's still the case. I don't know. Maybe I broke it. I don't think I broke it. But that's what's up with that. And somebody made fun of me and said that it was going to take me forever to do it. It's not going to take me forever because I just want to do it on my days off. I have until the 27th of this month. She needs them by the 27th. So I have 13 days to finish it. 2 weeks. If I ship it off on 2 weeks from tomorrow, she'll have it in time. So I can't wait to see what other people made. And hopefully I have money at the time, because I know there's one that I want to try to get. Smile World. I'm sad. They're doing SmyCon on the 12th of this month, which is coming up, and that's 3 days before I get paid. So I will have no money, like none. I will have just enough money at that point to get 3 days worth of beer. And yeah, they've been posting just little mini pictures of the reveals, and I'm sad. But I'm also, no, I'm sad. But then that same week, or later that week, is going to be the San Diego Comic-Con Funko Shop releases. So, man, if it happens on one of my work days, I'm calling in sick. Because they usually drop it at 7 o'clock in the morning. I go to work at like 5:30. So I'm not missing that out. I'm not missing out on that. There's not really many pops that I want to keep for my collection, but it's just a really good way to make some money. And I don't overcharge on them. Like, if the value is extremely inflated, I'm going to charge somebody a fair price, because there's people that don't have access. They're not able to get it at the time. There's items that somebody really, really wanted. So I'm not going to take advantage of that. I'm going to give somebody a really fair price. Unless, because like the one that I want the most is the Michelangelo with a surfboard. I love that. So I'm going to try to get 2 of those. One for myself and one for somebody else. There's a few other ones. The Jack in the Box one is cool. Tim Watkins and I, we both agree that those are our 2 favorites. But then there's several other ones that are just sweet, and they're going to have a lot of value. So it's going to be a frenzy because, you know, you'll want to get the ones that everybody else wants first, which I'm pretty sure is going to be the Michelangelo. I don't think there's any like 10-inch ones or anything this time. They're pretty much all. I think there's a 2-pack of something, but I can't remember what. I don't know. There's a couple Batman pops, but they're not Batman. They're affiliated with Batman. I don't think those are going to end up holding a lot of value. I'm going to try to get as many that are Funko Shop only and not shared. But yeah, we'll talk more about that. I keep forgetting that I ordered those zombie minis. I don't know when those are coming out. So we're way over the 22-minute mark, which is fine because I knew I was going to be talking a lot in this video. So I think today, no, we're not going to do that. We're gonna go back in time. Gotta go back in time. Yearbook time. Share a little history of Ross when he was 17 years old. I was kind of a small dude for most of my life. I didn't grow until I was a junior, so I was never really into athletics. I wanted to be. Like, I played all the kid stuff. Little League, flag football, whatnot. But yeah, I was small, so never really got into it. Let's see. Let's start with some amazing pictures of 80s hair. Classic hair right going on right there. Boom. The bangs. The claw. I can't see, which is a problem. Look at that hair. 80s hair. It was just the bigger, the better. The haircut for the guys was called feathering. Maybe it still is, but I can remember whenever I'd get my haircut, I'd be like, I want to have the sides feathered. Feathered. Yeah, 80s. I had a huge crush on her, Karina. For a long time. I made out with her. Can you see her? Or is she? Nicole. I made out with Nicole. In Europe. She went on the trip to Europe with us. We made out. Check out Holly. One of my good friends. The problem with this is I can't see. There we go. Look at Holly. She's like one of the nicest ladies in the world. Anyway, all right, let's read somebody's thing in here. All right. These are fun. Ross. Hey, nerd. Well, what you wrote in my yearbook was one big joke. But I won't do that to this. I won't lie about my freshman year when I did think you were cute. But then I got to know you, and my views have totally changed. Just kidding. You're still a doll if you know it or not. Take care of yourself this next year. I wish you all the luck in the world. You're gonna need it. Thanks. Don't miss me too much, okay? I know you still will, but I had to tell you. Keep in touch with me next year. I will miss all my old buddies. Oh, especially my calculus ones. Ugh. And then she gave me her phone number and address. Love Julie. Julie was nice. Nice girl. So that's our little back in time. I need to make a little art, something to put up for our little back in time segment. And I'll put up like the Everett High School logo or something. That'd be cool. You guys ready for a math lesson? I think you are. I kind of previewed this one, and this one is a little bit annoying, to be honest. So in this lesson, lesson number 3, actually it's kind of almost 4 because we did 2 lessons in the Amanda's Mystery Box one. But this is going to be talking about absolute value, which is freaking amazing. And then we're going to actually get into some definition and properties of the numbers that we've talked about so far. So, yeah. Okay, so they talk about number lines. Number lines are basically a line with 2 arrows on the end, indicating that it goes on forever. And then 0 is usually in the middle, and then it goes positive to one side and negative to the other. Pretty much basic stuff. Can be considered a 1-to-1 correspondence. So like you have your 0 in the middle, then like -1 and +1. They mirror each other across that line. All right. The number that corresponds to a particular point on the line is called the coordinate of that point. These are just basic terms. Don't be afraid. Many operations, relations, properties, and concepts pertaining to real numbers can be given a geometric interpretation on the number line. For example, the addition problem, -1 plus -2 can be interpreted on the number line as figure 1.2. There's figure 1.2. See, you got your number line, and you have -1 plus -2. Guess what guess what that equals? -3. It's math. Oh, we came into focus. The inequality relations also have a geometric interpretation. The statement A is greater than B means that A would be to the right of B on the number line. And the statement C is less than D means that C is to the left of D on the line. There's your figures for that. Right there. Awesome. Awesome, awesome stuff. The property, okay, we're not going to go into that one. We can conclude that the opposite of the opposite of any real number is the number itself. The opposite of the number is the number itself. That's... You guys go ahead and pause the video and think about that for a second, or not. We can symbolically express this by negative of the negative x. So negative, parentheses, negative x. The opposite of negative x is x. The symbol -1, or the symbol -1, that right there, can be read. This is kind of cool. A couple new terms that I had either forgotten about or didn't know existed. But that symbol right there can be read -1, duh, the negative of 1, the opposite of 1, or the additive inverse of 1. The opposite of and additive inverse of terminology is especially meaningful when working with variables. For example, the symbol reads the opposite of x or the additive inverse of x, emphasizes an important issue. Since x can be any real number, the negative x, opposite of x, can be 0, positive, or negative. If x is positive, then negative x is negative. If x is negative, then negative x is positive. If x is 0, then negative x is 0. Right? Amazing. The concept of absolute value can be interpreted on a number line. Geometrically, the absolute value of any real number is the distance between that number and 0 on the number line. For example, the value of 2 is 2. The absolute value of negative 3 is 3. And the absolute value of 0 is 0. Symbolically, absolute value is denoted with vertical bars. Thus, we write the absolute value of 2 equals 2. The absolute value of negative 3 equals 3. More formally, the concept of absolute value is defined as follows. Now remember, letters are just variables. They represent any number. For all real numbers, a. If a is greater than or equal to 0, then the absolute value of a equals a. If a is less than 0, then the absolute value of a equals the opposite of a. Remember the terminology? Negative sign in front of a letter or number can be said as the opposite of. It's not necessarily just negative or the additive inverse of it. So notice that the absolute value of a positive number is the number itself, but the absolute value of a negative number is its opposite. Thus, the absolute value of any number except 0 is positive. That's like the key point right there. The absolute value of any number other than 0 is a positive number. Together, these facts indicate that the absolute value of any real number is equal to the absolute value of its opposite. All of these ideas are summarized in the following properties. A and B represent any real number. The absolute value of A is greater or equal to 0. Okay, that makes sense. The absolute value of A equals the absolute value of the opposite of A. The absolute value of A minus B equals the absolute value of B minus A. A minus B and B minus A are opposites of each other. So the sum is going to be the opposite. So that's it for today. That was kind of that wasn't a very exciting one, but again, we're just, we're getting ready to do some algebra. I'm sure a lot of you fast forwarded through that. I might have. I don't know. I got a couple pops here that I just recently picked up, but I think I'm going to save those for another video, so we can just focus on this. Somebody mentioned that my audio is low, and I don't know how to change it. I've looked at the options for my audio input, and I don't have any way to tweak it. I may end up having to get an external mic. We'll see. Sometimes the camera looks good, sometimes it doesn't. It's weird. Red-eyed all night, coming to somebody's home. It's gonna be sweet when all that yellow is dark or dark red or whatever. And all the yellow in his hair is gone. He's going to be pretty badass. Unlock the con. My buddy Barry and Ashley. I talk to Barry most of the time. Such good people. I mean, Barry is just awesome. I'm honored to be able to call him my friend. We talk a lot, but he's a great guy. It's just weird how this whole Funko adventure has created the opportunities to meet new people and become friends. He did a mystery box, and I got one. These were $45.99 shipped. There will be a t-shirt coming. There's a chance, there's a 1 in 6 chance of getting a chase variant of that t-shirt. That's going to be arriving with my lounge fly pickup, which I can't wait for that. Oh my gosh, that thing is so cool. It's not a Funko thing, obviously, because I just said it's lounge fly, and it's not a Batman. So it fits right in with the collection. Speaking of Batman and or Batgirl, I don't know if and when this next stimulus check is going to ever come through. Like, it's ridiculous that it hasn't gone through already to help out the people that aren't working. But government being government, they're dragging their feet. I think they're waiting closer to election time so that people are like, oh yeah, so-and-so did this, we better re-elect them. They're just great supporters of the people of the United States. They're not. Trump is like... There might be some Trump supporters that are in this community. I don't know how or why you could possibly be a Trump supporter. But, yeah. He's just a garbage human being, in my opinion. Can't believe that he's our president. It's a shame. We have a reality TV host as our president. He was just a frickin' orange clown. Sorry, I might edit that out. I don't know. $45 mystery box. 46, whatever. I've said this before, and I'll continue saying it. If you've never gotten a mystery box from Unlock the Con, you better get one. Because when I reveal what's in this, you're going to be like, holy crap. How do they even do that? I don't remember what the polls were. I know there are pictures of certain things in there. There's some cool stuff. There wasn't necessarily anything that I'd want to keep for my collection. But you never know, because I am expanding my horizons. We have started to branch out into other things. We got some Alien and Predator pops. We got the Tasmanian Devil. So... And then I mentioned to him that Grease was my favorite musical of all time, because he said he was watching Hawthorne or something like that, some musical on Disney Plus. I don't like musicals that much. They kind of annoy me. But Grease is the word. And he said, man, why didn't you tell me that a while ago? I just sold all of them. So, Sandy and Danny. Alright. He gets mad at me when I open up the boxes from the bottom. I just do that so I can't see what the pops are. But they do package very well. There can be comic books in here. There can be pops, mystery minis, keychains, Pez dispensers, whatnot. There's a little note. Alright. I still love my M-Tech knife. M-Tech! I sent them emails and they never responded because they had some other knives that I really wanted to get. Alright, so let's see. There's a little thingamajigger. Star Wars blind box pin. Is that going to focus? It's focusing on me. Get off my face. Nope. Anyway, it's a blind box pin. On my birthday package, I got a blind box pin. This thing's a pain in the butt to open. And it was a really cool Batman. It's the purple Batman, which is actually right here. It looks like they're bigger enamel pins, which I forgot I canceled my order of that with PopCure. So when I get paid next Wednesday, I have to reorder that enamel pin. But there's a... what is this? Does that box say there's a chase? No. So there's no chase. I guess these are all equally distributed. But there is a chase Star Wars one, and it's the bigger one right there. We might have gotten that one. This one feels kind of big, but this one feels really square. I don't know. Let's see which one we got. Paintbrush, get out of my hand. Sweet. We got the Ewok. It's cute. These don't have values yet, but I'm gonna guess they're like anywhere from $4 to $7. So that's cool. I like that, but I do have some pins. I don't know, I might just keep that. I might get a little pin wall. Or that could go into the collectibles exchange, which is up to almost 50 members. There's 50 people in this community that have signed up to be part of a collector's exchange where you're going to be randomly assigned somebody who signed up for it, and you get to send them gifts, basically. A mystery box of goodies. Can be Funko, can be any collectible thing. I can't wait for that. I'm gonna hook up the person that's name I get. They're gonna be blown away. Alright, what else is in here? Any other mini things? Okay, so there's 2 in protectors and 1 in a sorter, and my textbooks are in the way, so we need to get these out of the way for now. Don't worry, there'll be more lessons. I know you guys love them and look forward to them. Like, I know there's people out there that are just like, man, I hope Ross drops a video today because I need to learn more about math. You know I'm talking about you. Alright, so yep, there's a comic book in the bottom. I was like, maybe there's not a comic book. So I guess we'll save that for last. The first pop is in a pop protector. Feels like a $7 a pop. Pop shield. Boom. Deet with baby. Oh, yes. So I think this is actually from the new movie. So it doesn't hold as much nostalgic value. The FYE exclusive glow in the dark. I can't read the date. Hold on. Okay. So that's really sweet. Deet with baby Nurlock. The Nurlock looks like some type of centipede, obviously. I have not watched the new series of the Dark Crystal. One person told me it was really good. Somebody else said it was really bad. So I don't know. I don't even know where that's available. What? Oh, Netflix. Okay. I might have to check it out because I got Netflix. So we're gonna try to check out the value on the new Pop Price Guide site, which is just all sorts of stupid. Like they've made it less easy to navigate, and I don't know, it's just weird. Like I mean, it's just different. So it takes a minute to get used to. They have the search bar on the top. I don't know the format for, and then you have you have to pick different. Hello. No. Yeah, like I said, it's just weird. It doesn't like pop the picture up right away. Um, so the Deet Baby Nurlock Glow in the Dark FYE exclusive has a value of $13. If that is the correct one. Yes. This one has the two stickers switched, which normally the glow in the dark is right there, and the exclusive sticker is on the side, but the non-glow in the dark one is worth 9. So it's always weird when the exclusives are worth about the same. So 13. We're gonna say that pin, that little mini pin right there, we'll call it $6. It might be worth more than that. I don't know. So 19 bucks. The next box pop that is not in the sorter. Stop looking at me, Swan. These are not taped, so awesome. You don't need tape. Okay. Quasimodo. The Fool Quasimodo from the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Notre Dame. Notre Dame. I actually have not seen this movie. I'm very familiar with the story of the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Notre Dame. Notre Dame. Esmeralda, Quasimodo. Quasimodo, Fool. Alright, so we're at 19. We got the Quasimodo. They almost came up, like, as you type in the stuff, it drops down a menu of different areas to search it for. So they have an active search bar, but they still don't make suggestions yet. Like you type in 3 or 4 letters, it should like say, hey, you know, that's what you're looking for. But nope, not yet. That's like one of the people's biggest complaints about this site is that, yeah, Quasimodo Fool, $9. So 28, right? Yeah. 19 plus 9 is 28. Alright, then we have one, well, it's not in a sorter, it's wrapped up, but we got some other stuff in here. Let's see what the other things are. Oh, there's 2 books. Oh. Alright, so this this is the BAM Pop Culture pin. It's focusing on the back. Jokes on You, designed by Nick Kokoza. This pin has a limited release of 250 something fan art collection. Okay, I don't know who this is. I mean, it says the joke's on you, so is that the Joker somehow depicted? Help me out here, people. I don't know what that is. And then we got a couple books. I saw one of them, which I'm pretty excited about. This was not the one I mean, I like Superman. I'm a DC guy. The Adventures of Superman. 1992, number 47. I'm guessing this is probably like a $2 or $3, maybe less, book. We're not gonna look it up. We'll just give it a value of like $2. I could be wrong. You could be like, dude, that's no. It's got a price tag for 60 cents. Where's that 7? Should we look it up? All right, let's look it up, because just in case I'm like wrong and you guys are like, dude. I mean, why not? This video is already over an hour long. It's actually a $5 book. Let's see what it's sold for, though. Huh. Somebody got it slabbed for some reason. And the slabbed one sold for 75 bucks. Plus $23 shipping. There's signed ones like selling for like $1.20, $5, $3. We'll go ahead and call this $2.70 because those are my numbers. $2.70. Where are we at? 38? No. 28. No. I don't remember now. Yeah, we were at 28. So now we're at $30.70. And then I saw this book. I was pretty excited about it. Guys, that is freaking... Oh, it's not even a book. It's just an art print. Can't really look up the value on that, but this is not going anywhere unless somebody really, really wants this. Like, if you want this, let me know, and we'll talk about it. But that's me. This is number 762 out of 1700. That's awesome. All right, and last but not least, we have the pop that is wrapped up in paper. We're at $30.70. We're $15 away from our value. And we got the Chase Facebook Jim Halpert. When did this come out? Last year? No. Maybe. I don't know. Alright. So I'm pretty sure this does have more than $15 in value. I know there's a lot of people out there that love Office Pops. I love the movie. I love the not the movie. Oh, they need to. What if they? That would be so cool if they made a movie. I love the show. It was hilarious. $33. All right, so the Chase is basically has book written on his face. Okay. Hello. They have these new analytics, these new graphs. It had one sale for $33, but in the last 30 days, there's been the average was over 40. So I'm not sure why it would drop so much. I'd say this is worth $40. This is worth almost the value of the box itself in its entirety. So that's pretty sweet. You get back up in your home there, little buddy. Once again, guys, easily call this a $40 pop, and we were at $30.70. So we got $70.70 worth of goodies, and who knows, this might be very valuable too. And whatever. So, all about the sevens. $70.70. That's my number. It's crazy. This is number 870. I'm telling you guys, it's magic. Magic. Yeah, people are trying to sell it for $40. Book. picture. He's got a name tag on his shirt. Hello, my name is, and it says Dave, but the figure itself does not have the hello, my name is. Interesting. Yeah, I like Pam. I like Pam a lot. She's pretty. I would totally make out with her if I was drunk. There we go. 1 hour and 9 minutes in before editing. This video is going to be long. So, I think it's time to wrap it up. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.